Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting tool and it's called LTX Studio. Before I actually start this, I would want to state that video generation using AI has gone to a whole new level whereby we don't just generate videos anymore. We even use AI to tell our stories, and LTX Studio is still in the beta phase. That's why it's not readily available for just everyone at the moment. But when you come to their website by visiting ltx.studio, there's a very nice trailer here that has, like, it's a very interesting trailer that just basically mentions like what the tool does, and it has some great production quality, I must say. So this is LTX Studio and let's jump right into it. When you log in for the first time, you're going to be welcomed by this dashboard here, and this basically just shows you what you can do with the tool. It's a tool that helps you with storytelling, so you would be able to give it a prompt, and if you have a script that's ready, you can just input the script here. We're going to go through all this, and if you want to just do the hard work manually or by yourself, it still gives you the option to create a blank canvas and do it. So let's start with just creating a prompt. Once you click on this, it takes you to a part where you can just tell it what the film is about. And if you have like the writer's block, you don't really have an idea what you want, you just want to see how the tool works. For people like us right now, we can just go ahead and choose any of these options that it's giving us. You can refresh if you don't like the options here, and this basically just gives you an idea of how the prompt would look. It's not so long, as you can see. Each of these prompts are not long. It's highest like 2 lines, and then it's just straight to the point. It's not too detailed, which means it wants you to allow it to be creative. Let's just choose one of these. An explorer misplaces his way in a distant jungle. All right, so we can go with this story. I don't know how it will look, but what I also want us to do is to go ahead and copy this and paste it somewhere. Then I'll tell you why in a moment. Now let's go ahead and generate this by clicking next. Then we wait for it. Now, one thing I like with this tool is you just told it there's an explorer and the explorer missed his way and all that. So it will identify the characters within that story and generate them. It will even give them a voice. Like now, okay, it has given this character a name, Jack Thompson, and there's another character here called Aria Maya, and then there's Maya. And this prompt wasn't so detailed, but that's the beauty about this tool. Unless if you know specifically what you're aiming after, you can just allow it to be as creative as it likes, and that's when you get the best results. Let me just go ahead and explore one of these characters. When you click on edit, it's going to even give the character an age. It's going to give the character a voice. So this is a male character, and it just chose from one of the many AI voices. And this is Jack Thompson.
As an organizer, I start from where the world is. As it is, not as I would like it to be.
All right, so this is a tool that really just generates all these things out of the possible imagination that you might have. All right, so if you are satisfied with this, then you can just click on apply. If you don't like the name, you can still change it. If you want to switch the face, you can just go ahead and click on the face switch and either upload a face that you can just attach to it, or it could probably just generate one by itself when you click on this regenerate. If you like this character as it is, you can just go ahead and download it, or you can duplicate the character. So now that we have all these 3 characters from a very simple prompt that we just generated, the next thing we can do is choose the aspect ratio. It went ahead and gave the story a title, Lost in the Jungle. Fine. Aspect ratio, let's leave it at 16:9. The video style, there are so many styles that you can choose from, but let's leave it at cinematic. If you are not satisfied with any of the style references, you can upload yours here, meaning you can have a character generated from probably Leonardo AI or any of those image generators, and upload it so that it could follow and use it as a character reference. From here, all you need to do is just click on start, and LTX Studio will do its thing by analyzing the possible shots that would be in the video and just categorize them into different scenes. We have 3 shots in scene 1, and then we have scene 2 right here. So it has up to 4 scenes, and it went ahead also to generate a voiceover with the voices that we have attached already to the characters. So it has generated 6 scenes, and we can just go ahead and wait for it to generate every other part. And one thing that you can also notice is the consistency of the characters. This same character appearance is what keeps them coming, and even that of Aria Maya, and this is Maya. And when you go to different scenes, you're still gonna see that these are all the same faces appearing, which is very nice. You don't really need to think about character consistency anymore. All right, so I think it's done, and look at how fast it was. I intentionally didn't pause the video so you could see how fast this generation is. Now that it's done, you can go ahead and alter different scenes just as you would want, and if you do so and you're satisfied with it, you can then just click on preview. Now this preview section would show you how the video would look. So let's go ahead and click on preview. So we have 22 static shots, and since they are all static, you have to click on generate for it to generate each of those scenes as videos. But as it is right now, it's just going to remain as static scenes, and each scene will be differentiated by a transition effect, and that's it. All right, so this is done. We can just click on play and see how it goes.
Lost in the heart of the jungle, I stumbled upon an ancient tribe led by the wise elder Maya.
All right, so I don't really want to go deep into like playing this, because this isn't the final product. Yes, this isn't the final product, because these are all static images. So the next thing you would want to do is, if you like all the generations that it has done so far, you can just go ahead and generate all. So it's going to generate the video versions of all these images. If you would want to do each on an individual basis, you can just go ahead and generate video per shot, which would be stressful, but it could come in handy in cases where you would probably just prefer individual images remaining as images, just single shots. So in this case, I'm just going to generate all. So that's what I would do, and click on generate all. It's going to render the shots and just run it in the background. And while it's doing so, I would just pause the video and come back when it's done. So this is done, and all the videos have been generated per shot. Yes, per shot. One thing you should understand is a scene can have different shots, and a shot can just be a single millisecond video. So this is what we have so far. So let's go ahead and preview the video, and if you notice, these individual shots aren't showing that notification indicating static per shot, which means they've all been generated as videos, and the only thing left is for us to play the video. So it has generated a 40-second video. Hang on and let's watch it together.
Lost in the heart of the jungle, I stumbled upon an ancient tribe led by the wise elder Maya. Her daughter Aria showed me kindness and understanding. As I learned about their world, I discovered a deeper longing within myself. When danger threatened the tribe, I realized that my true strength came from the connection we had formed. Together, we faced the ferocious beast and triumphed, unlocking the courage and guidance I had been seeking. As I bid farewell, I carried with me their wisdom and the importance of human connection, embarking on a new adventure, no longer alone in the world.
Okay, this was impressive. I mean, forget about all the minor glitches that we've seen in part of the images that were generated or the videos, but then the entire process was just done within a few clicks. And this is something that we achieved using one of the tools that we've used before. Krea AI, for instance, can generate a video, but you have to do all those things individually, attach the background sound, the voiceover, make sure you have the characters being consistent. Like, you have to do all those things manually. But then this is a tool that seems to just have everything figured out. This is still in the beta phase, and it has already impressed me because I feel like this has so much potential. Let's now try using our own script section. If you notice, I have ChatGPT opened up here. So this part would ask you to generate the script. The reason why I decided to copy the first prompt here was so that we could give ChatGPT and ask it to generate a detailed script per se of a story that has that. So let's see the difference. So I'm just going to prompt ChatGPT to do so. All right, so I just told it generate a detailed video script based on this general video idea. Pasted what I copied earlier on, and let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. All right, so ChatGPT became too serious in generating the script because it's even indicating camera zooms and all that. So we don't really like that. I mean, but hey, this even has some voiceover aspects, and I think we would like this. So let's just wait for ChatGPT to completely generate this. All right, so this is done, and we have 6 scenes. So I'm going to just copy everything as it is. This has a total character limit of 12,000 characters. Everything we've done here is around 4,000 plus characters. So let's just click next and see how it sorts everything. So it went ahead and generated a character called Alex Thompson. And hey, isn't Alex looking similar to the previous Alex Thompson? And why did it name the person Alex Thompson again? Anyway, I don't know that. But then Lila, or is it Lila, is the second character. And from here, it shows you the video style. Unlike the one that you just give it freehand to be creative on its own, for this, it shows you how each video style will appear. So if you view all, you can see how they are, which I would prefer having something like that in the other section also, just so that you could see what you're getting yourself into. And we're still going to leave it on cinematic. Or do we need to change? I feel since we're comparing, let's just leave it on cinematic, but then it's still going to be something similar, I believe. So same thing from here, we leave the aspect ratio as it is. If we have any style reference, we can still add it here, but we just click on next and allow it to create a breakdown of the entire story. And once it's done, I want to see if with the voiceovers that we've already indicated, if it will align them smoothly into this whole breakdown. All right, so now we have different scenes. We have scenes where Alex and Lila have been conversing, but I don't see any conversation here yet. So let's just click on start. So fail to generate background music. I don't know why, but let's continue. There's voiceover here, and I still can't find the conversations, which means indicating what they are saying doesn't really help. It can't force the system to add voiceovers there, which I still stand by just giving the AI the freedom to do whatsoever it likes, as long as you've given it a great background for the story you want to generate. I believe that's when you would get like the best result. So for this, it's currently generating the images, so it's going to just go through similar thing that we've done, and I'm going to just fast forward and generate the video once it's done. So the video generation is complete, and instead of just saying scene 1, scene 2 up to scene N, because we have already given it the scene titles, it took the scene names, but I'm not sure if everything is as it is. The journey home, yeah, it is. So it followed that, but it didn't follow the voice-over narration and background song. So I can't imagine how this would play out. Let us go ahead and play and see. So this is quite longer. It's 42 seconds. Let's see how it plays out. All right, there's no background song. There's no voiceover narration. But then the tool has a free edit section that we can add those sounds by ourselves. Let's say we want to add sound here. The thing is, we can just add a soundtrack for the entire scene here. We can search, probably, let's say adventure. All right, so let's just go with Epic Journey. I don't know how it sounds. All right, so Epic Journey it is. We can just apply, and once you use the sound from here, it applies it to the entire video. And if we want to use a voiceover, having a narrator would be nice.
As an organizer,
Yeah, so we can have a narrator here, but then it's not just based on what the narrator is saying. It's the amount of work that you have to do to just sort these things out. You can also add individual sound effects per shot. You could also add voiceover for each character. So there's a character here, and it means I can just probably add a voiceover here and say, hey, I'm Alex, and it's going to just add it here. So you can see the amount of work that you have to do. If, for instance, you have a long video that contains so many scenes and so many shots, and the level of customization to this is one that makes this tool a bit advanced, because you can go ahead and customize a lot of things to your own taste. And apart from that AI support that you're going to get, you can still end up with something that looks like what you've always had in mind. So that's what LTX Studio can do. That's just what the tool does. For the blank canvas option, this is where you can add your own character by yourself. You can do everything from scratch all by yourself. And if you prefer that option, fine, it's still there for you. But I believe that's it. That's all I can tell you about LTX Studio. It's still in the beta phase, and we would keep an eye on this to see the progress made and if there's any significant change to this until like it's completely out there to the public. That's been it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.